Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here with Life as a Shonen. If you are enjoying the content in our channel, don't forget to like our videos and go ahead and subscribe. Hey guys, Mr. Abyss here, and it's time to bring you this week's chapter of the greatest manga ever created by the master known as Eiichiro Oda, called One Piece. And this week is chapter 895, and I'm a little disappointed with myself because I woke up around probably 4:30. Looked at the computer, saw that the chapter was released. Should have gotten up and done it right then, but I figured I wouldn't be that emotional about it since a new form's getting released. It'd be much more fun this way, so let's go ahead and delve into it. And it looks like on the cover chapter, we're actually switching from Leo and the Tontadas to Hyrugen and the Giants. And apparently they are setting sail on their ship, their gigantic giant ship, and you actually get a little picture of Buggy in the background in his little circus village, wherever he runs his pirate company, whatever it's called, I'm not sure. But he's not pleased. Happy Buggy's being shown again. He's my second favorite character, so of course I'm happy he's there. But let's continue on to what I know we all want to see. And as I said in one of our other videos, here's the kitty that's going to interrupt every single video we do. Alright. Oh wow, first page. So there is Gear 4th Snake Man. It's about like Bound Man, except his body doesn't gain the bulk that it does. There's really not too much different. He's got his regular sized body, but his hands are still clad in hockey. His legs are still clad in hockey. He looks badass, though. I mean, it's the coolest form of Gear 4th I've seen so far. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. Katakuri says, haha, Snake Man, you do look a little bit different now. Katakuri notices he looks a little bit different. Luffy's wheezing pretty heavily, so he's still very exhausted. I mean, he was already pushed to the limit. Now he's using a form that's going to push him further past the limit. I really wonder if things like this are going to end up affecting Luffy further down the road. I know Roger caught an illness, but Luffy seems to use techniques that drain his life force over and over and over. And I don't know how that's going to end up going. I'm sure Oda remembers it. I mean, it's Oda. We forget things, and then 10 years later, he brings them up. Let's continue on. He says, yeah, now I'm faster. And he attacks. And before Katakuri realizes it, so Luffy attacks. It's faster than before, but Katakuri still dodges it. Really doesn't matter how fast it is. Katakuri knows where it's going to be before it's there. So we'll see how he figures this out. That's weird. That doesn't make sense. Did he attack him again? So right after Luffy did that attack and Katakuri dodged him, Katakuri got hit in the face. Which doesn't make sense. What happened? Unless he's so fast at retracting the fist that Katakuri can't even see it or sense it. I'm not sure. Let's keep going. And before Katakuri can even realize, he's already getting hit in the side. So this attack speed is a lot greater than anything we've seen before. Please stop. I mean, it's way, way, way higher than Bound Man. Because, I mean, Katakuri doesn't have a moment to even realize what's going on. He'll dodge an attack, get hit by another attack. Right when he gets used to that attack, he gets hit by another attack. Good strategy so far. It's the most damage Luffy has done to Katakuri since Katakuri stabbed himself. Now, Katakuri is wondering why, if he saw the attack coming to the front of him, that it hit him from the side. Something's going on here. Luffy's not leaving his spot, though, which is kind of interesting. With Bound Man, he was very mobile. He would go around, he could use his feet to push him like a jet. But with this Snake Man, he's about staying in the same spot, just attacking Katakuri from where he's at. He draws his hand back again, and Katakuri knows to himself that what the hell was that? I know I dodged these blows. So he's deceiving Katakuri in some way. It's not that the attacks are so fast that Katakuri can't dodge them. There is some trick behind Snake Man. And now we're going to get a slowed down version of it. So the Snake Man attack happens. Katakuri dodges it like he normally would. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's kind of an upgrade on Culverin. Kind of predicted that it would be based off Culverin. Here's the video. If you remember during his fight against Doflamingo, Luffy used an attack, I believe, called Culverin. Usually when you see a venomous snake attack, it rears back, waits for the perfect moment, and has a lightning fast strike. Something you can't even react to. So what Luffy is doing is not only is the attack speed beyond anything he's ever done before, he's using Culverin and Armament Hockey to change the trajectory of the attack. So it'll go boom, and before he even realizes that it's past him, it's already curved around him and coming from the other side. He's taking advantage of the inability of the armament or of the observation Hockey to be able to predict something like that. Very smart move by Luffy. It changed the tides of the battle completely. Oh dang, and it still goes after him like Python 2. Huh. So even if Katakuri dodges, it's still coming at him. Isn't this just Culverin? I mean, if this is all that Snake Man can do, it's really just a variation on Bound Man. I mean, I know it's a variation on Bound Man, but you know what I mean. He's using the exact same attack. It really doesn't seem like it's that much faster. I think normal Culverin probably would have worked. Katakuri tells him, stretch all you want. Move it all the way you want. I'll just get even faster. Luffy rears back and uses... Okay, so they're not the same Culverin. It is Culverin, but it is Jet Culverin. So I'm assuming the speed's like 2 to 3 times faster than it would normally be, thus not allowing Katakuri to even dodge the times when it changes motion. I hope there's more to Gear 4th Snake Man. This hits Katakuri directly, knocks him into the Mirror World wall. And as y'all remember, the Mirror World is so destroyed right now. This place is trashed. I'm surprised there's even a mirror left in there for them to escape from. Katakuri recovers quickly, gets to his feet, and Luffy is taking off. He rears back his hand to get ready for another Jet Culverin. Katakuri now, though, knows what's going on. Luffy sends the attack. Whoa! That's new by Katakuri. So, remember the donuts that be floating around Luffy, and whenever Katakuri would punch, the hand would come out of the donut? Katakuri uses his own mochi to form himself into the shape of one of those donuts, dodging Luffy's attack and directly projectiling himself towards Gear 4th Luffy. And he calls... Oh man, that's pretty cool. What? So as he's spinning... Okay, so it's more of a momentum attack. So as Katakuri's spinning in this donut form, he's gaining momentum, and at the last moment before he attacks, he raises his hand, and it turns into a gigantic cannonball-sized thing. I guess you'd call it like a mace head? I guess you'd call it like a mace head, because it's got spikes all over it, but it's a very large ball covered in armament Hockey, and it hits Luffy direct head-on. He calls it Sliced Mochi Slayer. And even Gear 4th Luffy, this just wrecks him. Blood's flying out of his mouth. His face is just ridiculous looking. Katakuri got him real good. Oh, that's not it. So that's not the end of the attack. When he hit him with the attack, he also grabbed Luffy. Now he's swinging him around over and over and over again. So as he's swinging Luffy around, he eventually throws him up in the air, still connected to his mochi, because, mochi's sticky. And Luffy notes that he can't get off of it. He can't stop it. He's got to do something. And right when he says that, you get a cool panel of Katakuri's face just looking demonic nearly. He realizes that he's about to get a hit off on Luffy that could KO him. I mean, he's way up in the air, and with the strength of his retraction of the mochi, thrown on with some armament Hockey, it's going to do some damage. And it does just that. Wow. Luffy takes the direct hit, hits the ground. You see black lightning flying everywhere. You see black lightning flying everywhere, and Mirror World's even more devastated than it was before. And Katakuri looks crazy, man. He's a lot bigger than he used to look. His eyes are shining now. He's in the zone, and Luffy is... I don't know how he's going to recover from it. There's a giant hole in the Mirror World. Obviously, Luffy's down there somewhere. Where's that hole go? Now that I'm thinking about it, if this is the Mirror World and she created the Mirror World, there shouldn't be like a lower level to the Mirror World, is there? Where did he just send Luffy? Just to the abyss? Interesting. Luffy just screaming, damn it hurts so much. He jets back out, tooth missing. What? This is confusing, huh? So Luffy's babbling about, oh, dude, if this is a good tactic. If he's doing what I think he's doing, that's interesting. So Luffy, oh, we'll continue on with the panel. So Luffy comes out and he just starts screaming, that hurts, I'm so hungry. He's just yelling. And Katakuri is wondering, what the hell are you doing? What are you screaming about? And I think what Luffy is doing, either Luffy is coming to terms with the doubt that he had in his head, or he's messing with Katakuri's observation haki. Because if you remember, observation haki can feel the emotions and the intent behind things people are doing. Perhaps if Luffy gives him too many different things to sense, it might overload his observation haki. We'll see if it's actually that. Let's go to the next page. And they both hit each other in the... Okay, so now they're trading blows. One guy gets hit in the face, the other one gets hit in the face. The next guy, their punches clash, then they get hit again in the face. It's a battle of equals now. And the panel on this page ends with Luffy and Katakuri both getting hit by their attacks and blown to the opposite sides of the mirror world. It's a good fight. It's going to be really cool animated. Katakuri recovers quickly, unlike Luffy. Luffy gets thrown back into the wall. Katakuri flips and he's ready to go again. Right when he looks up, he's starting to send an attack, but Luffy is already ready. And he rears back with something he calls Gomu Gomu no Black Mamba. So this looks like a Gatling. Luffy's reaching back, and all you see is kind of punches going. Okay, wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. So it looks like Luffy is going so fast that he has 4 arms. So I'm sure that's just like a speed thing. But he's shooting endless amounts of these jet culverins. So Katakuri's got what seems like 8 of these things flying at him. He's having to dodge them all while they're all changing. It's an overload for observation haki. That's a really cool way to deal with it. Props, Luffy. But right now it's not enough. Katakuri dodges everything and hits Luffy directly in the face with one of his mochi blows. Forms back into the donut to be able to do his, I forgot what it was called, his like mace mochi thing. Katakuri says to Luffy that it's time to lay you to rest. This is going to be the end, Straw Hat. I think they're both about on their wits' end now. I don't think the fight's going to last more than like another chapter. Luffy tells him thanks, but no thanks, and prepares another Gomu Gomu attack. That sliced mochi thing he uses is crazy, dude. It's gigantic. Spikes all over it. He's about to use it and come down on Luffy, but Luffy uses Gomu Gomu no King Cobra. Very interesting, because the attack is about a foot away from Luffy's head. It's right above him. And his attack, King Cobra, is going around Katakuri's own attack, coming around behind him. Oh, man, that's the end of the chapter? Okay, so we don't get to see what ends up happening. They both scream before any of these attacks hit, and you're just left with smoke and rubbles. This might be the end of the fight. Who remains at the end? Oh, God. We're on break next week. It's so unacceptable. Good chapter. You know, not very information heavy, but we finally get to see what Snake Man is. I don't know if it's really like better than Bound Man. I feel like anything Snake Man does, Bound Man can do it. But we'll see. I'm sure we're going to get more from it. They're probably not taken out yet. Very good chapter. I can't wait to see what happens. Honestly, I hope they shift back to the crew next week so we see what's going on there before we get the conclusion of Luffy versus Katakuri. But that's it for this live reaction this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the chapter and everything that's going on. I'll see you next week.